Maria groaned, tilting her head back and staring at the ceiling. Her computer screen reflected the afternoon sun, casting a harsh glare on the endless list of work-from-home opportunities. Data entry specialist?
Oh,
No thanks. Social media manager? Been there, done that. These generic descriptions did nothing to ignite the spark of creativity Maria craved. She longed to turn her skills and hobbies into something more, something that felt fulfilling and, well, like actual cash. Just then, a familiar jingle broke the silence her phone's notification sound. It was a message from Alex, her best friend and fellow side hustle enthusiast. The text read, "Girl, you gotta check out Strat Your Hustle. They have the best tips on making money from home." Intrigued, Maria clicked the link. The website was a visual explosion of color and creativity, bursting with ideas for home-based businesses. From online pet grooming tutorials seriously to selling hand-knitted catnip mice slightly more believable, the sheer variety sent a jolt of excitement through Maria. One section, titled "Turn Your Skills into Cash," particularly caught her eye. Tucked away in a corner of her apartment was a dusty sewing machine, a relic from her college days when she'd spend hours crafting colorful tote bags for her friends. The rhythmic creak of the old swing set echoed in Maria's memory. It was the only happy sound she could recall from her childhood. Her parents' constant fights filled the house with a tension thicker than the worn ropes of the swing. When she was 10, the creaking stopped. Her parents separated, leaving Maria feeling adrift, like a child's kite with a severed string. Life with her single mom was a constant struggle. Money was tight, and dreams felt like expensive luxuries Maria couldn't afford. But even in that hardship, Maria found solace in an old sewing machine tucked away in a dusty corner. Her grandma had gifted it to her, its worn leather case a treasure chest filled with forgotten possibilities. Maria spent hours teaching herself to sew. Scraps of fabric became colorful doll clothes, then pillowcases adorned with whimsical creatures. Sewing wasn't just a hobby, it was an escape, a way to stitch together her fragmented world. Years flew by, and Maria grew into a young woman. College was a distant dream, replaced by the harsh reality of needing to find a job to help her mom. While others her age chased higher education, Maria landed a secretarial position at a local law firm. The work was steady, but uninspiring. Strat Your Hustle had a whole section dedicated to selling handmade goods online. Memories of quirky fabric patterns and perfectly sewn seams flooded back. Maria dusted off the machine, the whirring hum a comforting serenade as she reconnected with her crafty side. Days turned into weeks, and slowly but surely, Maria's newfound hustle started to pay off. She landed a couple of virtual assistant gigs, helping a busy entrepreneur manage their social media presence and a lawyer keep their schedule in check. Orders for her tote bag started trickling in on Etsy, a website overflowing with unique, handmade treasures. It wasn't a fortune yet, but it was a start, and more importantly, it was fun. The cherry on top? Maria discovered a thriving online community for Etsy sellers. A virtual space where she could swap tips, share creative inspiration, and learn from seasoned crafters who had built successful shops. One evening, while chatting with her fellow sellers about the upcoming tourist season, Maria struck gold. What if I made tote bags with historical designs related to famous places, she thought, her eyes sparkling with a new idea. People love souvenirs, and these would be unique and educational. She spent hours researching historical landmarks near popular tourist destinations, then delved into the world of graphic design, sketching quirky illustrations. The result? A collection of tote bags that were both stylish and informative, one featuring a playful rendition of the Liberty Bell, another showcasing a mischievous Abraham Lincoln winking at the viewer. The historical tote bags were a runaway success. Tourists snapped them up like hotcakes, eager for a souvenir that wasn't just another keychain or fridge magnet. Maria, energized by her achievements, decided to take her Strat Your Hustle game to the next level. Leveraging her newfound graphic design skills, she created downloadable coloring pages featuring historical figures. Parents looking for engaging activities for their kids flocked to her online store, and soon Maria's virtual shelves were brimming with not just bags, but coloring pages and even printable historical quizzes. Looking back at her computer screen, now cluttered with notes, sketches, and to-do lists for her blossoming business, Maria couldn't help but smile. Gone were the days of uninspiring work-from-home scams. Thanks to Your Hustle and a healthy dose of her own creativity, Maria had transformed her passions into a thriving home-based business. It wasn't always easy, juggling virtual assistant gigs with designing tote bags and coloring pages. But with a little effort and a lot of hustle, Maria had become her own boss, making money while doing what she loved. That night, as Maria counted the money she earned, a tear rolled down her cheek. It wasn't just the amount, though, that was a welcome relief, it was the validation. Her passion, her escape, was now a source of income. It was a small step, but for Maria, it was a giant leap towards a future she dared not dream of before. Word of Maria's unique bags spread. From online marketplaces to local stores, her creations were in high demand. Soon she was juggling her secretarial job with late nights spent hunched over her sewing machine, fueled by coffee and a burning desire to build something of her own. The turning point came when a national travel magazine featured her historical-themed tote bags. Tourists flocked to her online store, eager for a souvenir that told a story. With this newfound success, Maria finally quit her secretarial job, a weight lifting off her shoulders heavier than any sewing machine she'd ever handled. Years later, Maria stood outside her own storefront, a bustling hub of creativity. The old swing set may be just a memory, but its rhythmic creak echoed in the whirring of sewing machines and the laughter of customers. From a broken home and a dusty sewing machine, Maria had built $1 million dream, one stitch at a time. Her journey was a testament to the power of passion, perseverance, and a little bit of thread and needle magic. The story of Maria teaches us two important morals. Turn your passion into profit. Don't let life's hardships dim your inner light. Find what ignites your passion, be it sewing, writing, painting, or anything else, and explore ways to turn it into a source of income. You might be surprised at how a hobby can blossom into a successful venture. Never stop stitching together your dreams. Life can be messy, and dreams can feel like distant stars sometimes, but even with a broken past and limited resources, perseverance and hard work can pave the path to success. Don't be afraid to start small, keep learning, and never stop stitching together the pieces of your dreams, one step at a time.